everyone. This is Dr. Mike Chua again, physical therapist and certified dementia practitioner. And today we've got a very special guest. We got attorney at law, attorney Sara and attorney Heather, and they're from Spragins, Barnett and Cobb, PLC. So we're just here to ask them questions. What do they do? Where they're from? What kind of services they provide for their audience. So right now, I stole this in their table. So basically, tell us, Attorney Sara and Attorney Heather, what does this mean? I know she's blindfolded and everything like that. Could you share us the story about this
Go ahead, Heather.
awesome statue here? Lady?
Well, it's Lady Justice, because we fight for justice for all.
Oh, wow.
And we keep the scales balanced, in this case with Hershey Kisses.
Hershey Kisses.
And she's got her blindfold on because Justice is blind. And you see she's fighting. She's got the sword because she's fighting for justice.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure why she has snakes around her feet.
Because she can trample the snakes?
Yeah,
She's trying to.
she hates snakes and
Okay.
chopping them up.
Oh, gosh.
That's not part of it.
No, I'm scared from all these lawyers now. All right, well, first of all, tell us where you're from, what do you do, and again, what services you provide for our community here. So
our law firm is located here in Jackson, Tennessee, and so we're a full service law firm. You know,
Wow.
you can do everything at our law firm, but Heather and I specifically are part of the estate and elder law planning division of our law firm, and so we do wills and powers of attorney. We can also do elder law things such as
Asset protection.
Protection.
If someone wants to go into a nursing home and they have too
Oh, wow.
many assets to qualify for Medicaid, we can help them spend down and try to protect some of that money that they've
wow.
worked their whole life.
and that is thank you for pointing that out, because in my group, we call it Alzheimer's and Dementia Support Group. We got 30,000 members there, and probably half of the time they talk about the POA, you know, how do we take care of all these assets and everything. So I guess my question for you guys, and I just want to thank you for coming over, and I've been meaning to interview them for a while, so it's been a year, right? So when do we start doing this? Because I'm going to be honest with you, Misunderstanding Dementia Group. When my dad passed away, he didn't have anything. I just so happened that his wife in California was really nice, so she gave me all the stuff that I need to get and the share that I need to get, and we just had a good relationship. So I guess, when is the good time to start doing this? Is it when they already have dementia, or during dementia, or before having dementia? So
Yeah, and there's a lot to that question because you know, even when we think, well, we're young, we're not likely to, you know, need anything right away, but everybody needs a power of attorney, because you have, you know, anytime that something could happen to you, or you could have a car wreck and not be able to take care of my financial things. And so if you don't have a power of attorney in place, it's too late to get that power of attorney once somebody has dementia, because they don't have the capacity to sign it. So the sooner the better for things like wills, power of attorney. Just even young people need it. I mean, Heather has people that come in with college students, because college students go off, you know, and so the parents maybe are here and need to help with, you know, their banking and things like that. So some of this stuff is way early, but, you know, beyond just powers of attorney, you know, when you're talking about estate planning, I mean, I think all of that really, the sooner the better, no matter who you are.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Earlier we talked about the best time to have a map going into the woods is actually before you go into the woods. So you're going to go to a forest, you're going to go to a woods right now. Have the plan, have the map, and that way you know what you're going to, you know what you're expecting there. So let me ask you again, what is a power of attorney? How does that work? I mean, I know you signed that and everything, delegate, but what is actually a POA? Is there any subcategory to that? So
There's a financial power of attorney, and that is you giving your authority to somebody else to act on your behalf for banking, to check your mailbox. I mean, you can do it for anything, or you can have a limited power of attorney where I could say, I give Sara my permission to sign a document, right, a deed. I mean, it can be limited. And then there's a power of attorney for healthcare. And that is only in effect, if you are incapacitated and can't make decisions for yourself,
Awesome.
then that is you've chosen somebody to make those decisions for you
All right.
on your behalf.
Well, thank you very much. Any last parting words that we can offer our audience in our area?
Yeah, well, just talking about one other aspect of it, like when should you start planning? One aspect that we deal with is where people need to go into long-term nursing home care, and they're concerned about asset protection because they want to leave something for their children after they die, but they don't want everything to just go to the, nursing home is $8,000 a month. So how do you afford that? How do you leave something for your children? You want to protect your house so that it can pass along, for you. And so all of that planning, in answer to your question in terms of that, there's a 5-year look back period. So everybody needs to sort of start planning that. And, people are worried about it and start quit claiming deeds and things, and there are a lot of risks that are involved with just quit claiming property to your children to try to get within that 5-year look back period. So you really need to talk to somebody who knows and understands the risk of what you're doing, and it may be the right option for you, but it may not. But that's how soon you got to start this planning.
You heard that. I remember that there's a 5-year look back period.
Yeah.
English is not my first language, okay? There's a 5-year look back period. So you gotta do it now. You
Yes.
don't want to wait, because if something happens to your dad tomorrow or next year, 3 years from now, guess what? They still look back 5 years, and that's very scary.
Right.
Your father, your mom, your dad, even your spouse, if you're trying to give out all this whatever you call property or investment, they're gonna look back, hey, you're doing this. So
Right.
5 years. So 5 years.
Right. Well, and especially, if you get a diagnosis, we have a family member that gets diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's, they still have the capacity to help with this initially, because there are a lot of medicines that help and really can hold back everything. And so that's the time for them to be involved in the planning. And so as soon as you get that, it's kind of part of the stuff that you need to get to planning in advance is, okay, maybe in 5 years I'm going to need to be in a nursing home. And so I need to be able to protect my assets. I need to have my power of attorney in place, because when I get to the point that I no longer have the capacity to sign it, then we're going to have to go to court and get a conservator appointed. And so you don't want that. You don't want that.
So we don't want that.
We got to just, planning is key there.
There you go. Prevent, just like in healthcare, prevention. What do you call this again? It's a quote. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
That's right.
And
That's
same thing here.
exactly
So
right. It's a lot cheaper to do it on the front end.
there you go. There you go. Again, where can we reach you? Could you tell them not your cell phone, your telephone number,
Heather, tell them
your email, and your website?
Our phone number is 731-424-0461, and my email address is hjg@spraginslaw.com. And yours?
Mine is really long. It's Sara, SARABARNETT, at SpraginsLaw.com. We're at Spragins, Barnett and Cobb. We're downtown Jackson, 312 East Lafayette.
Awesome. We're going to also put those in our show notes, their number, their website and email, and that way you can also reach out to them if you need anything. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. We
Attorney
appreciate
Sara,
it.
Attorney Heather, appreciate
Absolutely.
you. And before I let them go, always remember the word FAST. FAST. Letter F. Find friends that will push you to your next level. Guess what? I'm hanging out with awesome people right now. You are the average of the 5 people. I feel like I'm a lawyer now.
You are. We just practiced.
So there you go. So you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Hang out with awesome people. What's the next letter? Letter A. You gotta learn how to take action. All this stuff that we're doing, it's not gonna do me good. It's not gonna do them good if you don't take action. Take action. Get a POA. Get something for your family, for your loved one. Reach out to doctors, to Attorney Sara and Attorney Heather. Talk to them. Call their number. Email them. And then reach out to them. Take action. What's the next letter? Letter S. Shoot for the moon, because eventually if you miss it, you're going to be landing with the stars. Right now, I'm landing with awesome stars right now. And last but not the least, letter T. You got to learn how to teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're going to actually understand it more. And that's what they're doing right now. They're teaching us how to be awesome caregivers for your loved ones. Again, thank you very much, Attorney Sara, Attorney Heather. Appreciate
You're
you.
welcome.
And any last parting words for our audience?
No, just
Plan ahead and call us. We'll
There
help
you go. Plan ahead and call us. Again, thank you. Appreciate you, and have a great day.
thank you very much.